Alright. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I don't know about you guys, but I am geared up and ready for a spooktacular Spooktober. That's right everyone, this year I am crazy and I'm going to try and drop not one video, but 2 videos a week. I say try because I do worry that while I have all the videos fairly well planned out of what I want to do, I have a little bit of concern there might be a couple that I'm maybe biting off more than I can chew, so I may not be able to get 2 videos out a week, but I really am going to try. This is also a very, very busy month for me, work-wise, so there's also that. But yes, my goal is to drop like sort of smaller content videos on Wednesdays and then my big projects on Sunday or sometime in the weekend, essentially. I just really like Halloween, like, you know, most people my age. That doesn't give away or hint at my age at all. But yes, I feel like I've been really lacking in my YouTube career at actually making good Halloween content, and I just didn't want to do that this year. I kind of weighed my options as what I wanted to do. If I was going to do like a whole like Halloween countdown, you know, 5 days leading up to Halloween, and then I was like, man, I don't know, let's try this. So yeah, I have some pretty fun stuff that I want to get to. Hopefully I can get to everything. And so yeah. So it is our Halloween countdown. It is the first Wednesday of the month, which means there is 30 days to Halloween. Yay! So what are we doing today? What are we doing? Yay. Well, since this is the Wednesday video, we're going to be doing something a little easier, which is probably good because the last video I dropped was like almost an hour long. Which is we are going to make some vampire gloves. So let's see what my cauldron holds. Definitely didn't just buy this year and want to show it off in all my videos. So yes, gloves. Now, if you're like me, I've been in the cosplaying realm for many a year, because I am getting up there in age. So I have, you know, these kind of cheapy satin gloves lying around. I have black and a very, very abused pair of white ones. Like the black ones are younger than these. Like these have seen so much usage. So they definitely need some recycling to give them a little new life. You can see they've got threads coming off. They've got, I don't know if you can tell, but like the fingertips aren't very white anymore. And fingernails. I think I got these a couple of years ago at Walmart. Can you guys see them? Aren't they cool? They're like really long, sharp and black ones. I also wanted to show you that you can buy, like I think from like Sally Beauty's, like a pack of like just generic white ones that we can paint, and I do have some of those somewhere. I just couldn't find them when I was getting ready to film this intro, so you know, there's that. But yes, this is going to be a very sort of straightforward video. I should have had something else in my basket, but again, it's all the way in the basement and I didn't want to go down there today, whatever. Which is fabric dye. The plan is I want to do a couple, obviously one with the white pair and one with the black pair. And my goal is with my white pair of gloves, I'm going to dye the fingertip area like black, and then we're gonna stick on the nails and then probably do maybe some rhinestoning, which I don't know if I have rhinestones in the appropriate color, so I may have to go get those. Now with the black ones, I have the opposite idea. I'm going to do red fingernail tips and kind of get like see if I can figure out a way to get the paint them maybe, since I can't really dye these ones. So yes, And yes, this will be in every single episode of my Spooktacular Spooktober countdown. So, isn't this just darn cute? I may always use this in my videos in the future. Because I need an excuse to have bought this. And it's too small for a cat bed. So yes, I guess let's just go ahead and get started. Like I said, this is kind of just meant to be more of a laid back video, so I don't really have anything else to say. Let's start crafting. Alright everyone, let's just do a quick recap. I'm starting with the black pair of gloves because I feel like these are going to be the easier gloves to do since I don't have to do any dyeing, which, yeah. But let's re-talk about supplies because this one I didn't really have most of the supplies for it yet. I'm going to be using gloves to wear underneath while I'm gluing on my nails to hopefully protect me from getting glued to said gloves. For the glue, I'm going to actually try Yoo-hoo or Oohoo. I feel like this might be the best glue to go with, and I've been very happy playing around with it, trying to learn how to do wigs. And I did find my nails, my huge packet of nails. As you can see, though, they are clear, but they are nice and long, which gives us a good base to work with. But since they're clear, we're going to need fingernail polish. And I've just grabbed literally the only red I have, which is LA Colors. It's not the best. And then I wanted a sparkle one, so I grabbed my Wet n Wild. You can see I buy real cheap fingernail polish. And I did find that I have some rhinestones. They are technically a dark pink, but I think they'll be fine. Other than that, I've just got a paintbrush and this in case I have to put anything on it or paint the glue on. So yeah, I guess let's go ahead and get started. I feel like the easiest hand and the one I'll showcase for you guys will be doing my left hand because I am right-handed. And it's going to be a bit hard, I think, to do that hand. So I'll have to probably do my right hand off camera. But let's go ahead and I guess get started. I feel like I'm already making a huge mistake by not checking out which nails to do, but that's okay. Ooh. Ooh. See? Okay, they're pretty boring. They need a revamping. Okay, bad pun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of figure out which nails I want. It already kind of just looks creepy, even being like that. Oh, I probably should have had like a file and like maybe cutters, like fingernail cutters, because I could make them sharper. Maybe I'll go grab that. Yeah. Sorry for the slight change in angle. As you can see, someone decided to sleep where I was working. Will you get off the camera, Takeshi? You are not invited to this party. Go over there. Just go there. He's just trying to get involved. So I've also set out my fingernails. I decided I didn't actually want to shape them. I'm going to keep them kind of blunt because I don't want to have two that have the really sharp fingernails because I'm already doing that with the black pair. So yeah, now I'm going to get my ooh-hoo. Oh God, it's already coming out. And I guess I'm just going to put a bit here on the base. We'll start with the thumb. Interesting. So it's not going to want to stay. Now I'm not doing this like on my actual nail bed. For starters, I have very prominent nail beds. I want to make sure it looks good on the glove, not on me. If that makes any sense. It will make sense when we get to the pinky, because like, see how pinkies are always like way longer than our normal pinkies, so I'm gonna have to actually have it way up above my actual pinky. And it sounds like the cats have just torn the whole house up. How exciting. So I think I got a good base on that. This is going to get really hard. Oh boy. This is why I decided to bring a paintbrush, because I figured the more fingernails I got on my gloves, the harder this was going to get. Yeah. Since this isn't like hot glue, which I guess you could use hot glue, I really don't feel like burning myself right now. We're going to have to hold it for a little while. Which is so fun. So I may skip ahead and get these all glued on. I think you guys have gotten the general premise of what I'm doing. So yeah, let's jump forward in time. Somebody made the vampire pieces. Quick confession time. So my Uhu glue was not really a good choice, and I have had to resort to hot glue. I have it on a very low heat, and I'm just gonna put, what I've been doing is just one really tiny dot at the base. And then flipping it and putting it on like that. And then that dot kind of spreads all across to give us enough glue to hold it without burning the living heck out of myself. So yes, I did end up having to resort to hot glue, but maybe that's a good thing, because most of us have hot glue guns around the house. I am thinking though, like if you can see, oh, why is that so out of focus? I am thinking though, like if you can see, like I'm definitely gonna have to do something about these nails, because right now, this looks like I'm going to be Catwoman or something. It just, which is great if you're going for that sort of look, but I'm not, so definitely gonna have to get the fingernail clipper and kind of make them look a little more mean. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this one dry. Hopefully they didn't glue to my glove at all. It didn't. Oh, but you know what did happen? That stupid little pinky, the one I showed you guys me doing, is the one that just came off. But yeah, probably because I didn't put quite enough glue, and it still has a ton of the other glue on there. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and let these dry and grab my other hand and do the same thing. So yeah, I really didn't end up shaping them too much, but let's just go over kind of like one nail at a time. Well, I'm just gonna go over one nail with you guys and do like all the rest off camera. But yeah, so I'm just gonna now kind of paint them red. Oh, that is quite a smell. I forgot how stinky fingernail polish is. Still kind of worried that like this is gonna turn out really cat looking, like Catwoman looking, instead of sexy vampire, but that might be the problem of the gloves. Maybe if I had gloves that were like more stretchier, like velvet or something, that like could be smaller theoretically and still like really clean but be wearable. But yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of go through and paint each one red, then paint each one sparkly, and maybe we can rhinestone. Somebody did not like the smell of fingernail polish and has left the building. Ooh, sparkles. That's nice, yeah. Can you guys even see that? Ooh, sparkles. Okay, let's zoom out of it. I feel like the closer I zoom in, like the less focus it wants to be in. Sparkles. Just real quick too, I wanted to show you guys. So the reason we do not use the hot glue gun super hot is, can you guys see how that kind of warped where I put the glue on the nail? Obviously it just, I'm stuck with it like that. But these are plastic, and plastic's gonna melt. And it was very hot having that on my hands while trying to hold it in place. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and play around, do all these fingernails in red and then sparkly, and then let it dry, and I guess start rhinestoning. Yeah, so I've been rhinestoning these. Of course, I also painted the underside of the nails so that it wouldn't just be clear. And this time I truly am using my Uhu glue, and I'm just making like different little patches around the base because I want my rhinestones to go up my fingers. And I'm just using a couple different sizes, and I'm not really doing anything too specific pattern wise, just kind of trying to make sure I don't overdo it. I really need to do close-ups, but it's like it just does not want to zoom in. There, no. There, okay. In truth, this is actually pretty much all that needs to be done on these ones. It's just doing my little rhinestoning. I didn't even have one there. And then of course I gotta let it dry, but as I said, the real problem is just making sure I don't overdo it, because I could overdo it. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish up my fingernails. If you wanted to, I guess you could do your sparkly nail polish further down. I played around with that idea with a couple of the other nails on the other glove, and it was okay, but I think this is fine. That's really it for these. I'm not going to do the reveal until the end of the video, so let's go hop over to the white gloves and see how those turn out. Alright, I've got my black Rit Dymore. Our pan is basically ready, so I'm just going to go ahead and, ooh yeah, pour it in. Ooh, inky goodness. Let's go get the gloves. So yeah, I'm just gonna literally dip this in and just try and get the fingertips as best as I can. The thumb, I think, is gonna be the hardest part, and I'm gonna have to get a lot more hands-on for that, but that's all right. We'll start with the easy fingers. And I'm not like super concerned if it doesn't get like super duper black. It gets like that kind of gradient gray effect. That's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing this, then we'll wash them and throw them in the dryer, and then we can bling them out, yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna film too much of this process. This is literally really hard to film this and have good control, so. All right, after the dye job, this is how they turned out. We got a nice smoky gray. If I had used like the color fixative that you can get, it probably would have maybe stayed a little bit blacker on the tips, but I'm not too bothered. A little surprised that we're getting this unusual like bluish gray, because I don't know, but yeah. Of course, again, we're using these really nice like already pre-made sharp pointy black matte like Halloween nails. The brand is, I think, Kiss. I don't know. I kind of like though that they're just like sort of matte, and I love the shape, of course. What's cool is, I think because I like the matte look, I think I'm not gonna do rhinestones for this one, just so we get like two different sort of styles of gloves. Just like last time, I'm gonna go ahead and put my protective glove on. Woohoo! I've had my heat gun heating up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and slide this on. And like before, I have it on my heat gun on low. I'm just going to put a very small dot on the base. And just like that, kind of figure out a good position. Glue it to the nail. I think like these will look okay without being rhinestone because the shape and the sort of gradient of the gloves is doing pretty much all the heavy lifting for us. So I feel good about that. I guess overall these are the more basic gloves that I was gonna be styling. But that's okay. I mean, that's why I wanted to do both styles of glove, and this is supposed to be the easy video. So again, I can definitely tell that like because the gloves are very rounded and not super like form-fitting, that is going to give us sort of not as nice of a shape as like if I got tighter gloves, I guess. But I think it'll be fine. Am I choosing not to rhinestone these because I don't have any black rhinestones? Maybe, but that's okay. They do have kind of a cool ghoulish look to them, so I still don't care. I can always go and get rhinestones later after I'm done with this video if I want to. But yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and finish these up, and then we are ready for the reveal. Alright everyone, and that concludes the video. Let me know what you guys think. Which one is your more favorite pair? Did you prefer the more like black and red with the rhinestones? I'm actually a lot more happier with them now that I've seen them like on and like, because I can see obviously myself in the camera. So I'm a lot more happier with the way they look. I think they're a lot more startling. They don't really, like, I was kind of worried that, yeah, they kind of look like, I don't know, Catwoman gloves, which is still cool too. But saying that, I still also like the white ones. They're very ghoulish looking. I know they're a little less jazzy, but I do think they do have a really nice ghoulish look about them. It's probably the shape of the nails, and if you wanted to, you could always get these nails and then like paint them red or whatever. But I kind of like them. Don't know if they exactly read vampire. Maybe these ones read vampire a bit more. I do feel like this is a lot more like ghoulish zombie bride, or I don't know, you know, banshee or something. But I still kind of love them both, and I can definitely see being able to use them and incorporate them in outfits later on in the future, and it's just kind of given these gloves a whole new life. Because yeah, they were definitely near the end, but I am absolutely parched. So I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you're having a wonderful, spooky October so far. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell, and I'll see you next time. A positive, my favorite.